Hello, lovely friends. This is the Organizer Advisor here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Okay, so whether it's fun time, summertime, or the holiday season, or whether you're celebrating a special event in your family, such as graduations, weddings, just special birthday celebrations, today we are going to outfit our guest room for our guests to make their stay convenient and comfortable and stressless for you. So go grab your hydration beverage, meet me back here, and I'm going to show you some things that I use to outfit my guest room to make my guests comfortable, happy, and relaxed while they're visiting. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so you get that phone call. Hey, I'm going to be in your area in town and haven't seen you in a while. And of course, you're going to say, well, you know what? We have a guest room. Come hang out. This is Florida, where I live. That happens all the time. We live just north of Destin, Florida. So, we get that phone call frequently about, hey, we're going to be in town. Now, a lot of people, they are comfortable staying in hotels. But during the summertime, hotels down on the beach are very pricey, and we're not too far away. So it's very convenient for people to come and stay and take a little beach vacation. We just had guests here for about 10 days for people who work down this way. We live near some Air Force bases, so we constantly have people that are coming down this way to work. So it's always nice to be prepared for guests. Now, you want to make your guests comfortable, but you want to make things convenient for them. The less they have to feel like they're disturbing you to ask for something, the more comfortable your guests are going to be and the less stressed you're going to be. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I put in my guest room basket, which you can see right here, to help make my guests comfortable, for them to enjoy their stay, but also to be kind of self-sufficient so they don't feel like they're having to interrupt me in order to ask for something that they need. So I want to go ahead and proactively presume their needs and then create a basket based on that. So let's take a look at some of the things. Make sure you have your hydration beverage, and let's take a look at some of the things that we want to have in our basket. Of course, I always like to have bottled water, maybe a few snacks, just so that if they get hungry in between meals, they don't have to say, hey, can I grab a snack from you, or I need some bottled water. We're going to be driving, we're going to be hiking, we're going to be going to the beach. So this, and you know how I am about hydration. I like my guests to feel comfortable too. So we're going to talk about some of the basic things, of course, your guests are going to need. Now, you always want to have a new toothbrush. This one's just out of the package. A new toothbrush for your guests, just in case they forget theirs. A little tube of toothpaste is always helpful, and some dental floss. So those are great items to have, because you know what it's like when you forget your toothbrush. A couple other things that I like to keep in my guest room. I like to have some body fresheners, particularly here in Florida where it's hot and humid. This way they can come in and kind of just freshen up. And we also want to have some hand sanitizer. We're all about hand sanitizer. So a couple other things. I like to just get these little travel size toiletries. You can have shampoos, conditioners, body wash, shaving cream. I have a little bit of hairspray. I also have wrinkle eraser, because when they unpack and they're going out to dinner and then they find out, oh, my dress is a little wrinkled or my slack's a little wrinkled, then we can just use wrinkle eraser. That saves time, not having to get an iron. I do like to have a travel iron and a little small ironing board up there, but who wants to spend their vacation time ironing when wrinkle eraser will work? I don't like to go anywhere when I travel without my Q-tips. So these are great for makeup, these are great for cleaning the ears, but a lot of times this is what we forget. And so I like to have just these little travel size Q-tips. For nail files, these are just little travel accessories. You can get at any Dollar General, Dollar Tree, or your grocery store. Just little things to make it convenient. Now, when your guests come and they need a nail file because they've chipped their nail, or they don't want to break a nail, or they have a hangnail which disrupts their sleep, I also like to put just a couple of little Ziploc bags for anything that they may have that they don't want to spill. Okay, so let's put these things away and talk about some other things that I like to have on hand for my guests. Of course, you want to kind of have everything, you want a basket to put everything in so that you can just put this in the top of your closet in your guest room, and then when your guests come, you can lay it out on the bed. I like to have some fresh towels. Just so that these are guest towels. You can have them hanging in the bathroom, or you can just have them folded on the bed, tie them with a ribbon, just so your guests know these are the towels that they can use. A lot of times they think that if a towel is over a towel rack, it's a decorative towel and they don't want to use it, so then they ask, am I supposed to use this towel? If I put them out on the bed, then I'm like, okay, here's some towels that if you want to use them. Also, you want to have a washcloth, some soap, body wash or soap, and I like to have a clean pair of sheets tucked into a drawer in the guest room. I just mention that to my guests just in case. A lot of times my guests are traveling with babies, and if there's a diaper leak or somebody spills, because I have bed trays on the bed, maybe they're having their water bottle hydrating, watching a little TV, and the bottle spills, and then now the sheets are wet. So I have an extra pair of sheets. That way they don't have to ask, and whatever they need to do, they can change the bed, and then they have dry, clean sheets. Okay. I also like to have like a really nicely scented candle. Oftentimes have this lit as they enter the room, but this is for them just kind of when they're winding down after a long day of beach or river or kayaking or working. They can just light their candle, watch a little TV, just relax. So nicely scented, relaxing candle. This is lavender and chamomile. You can't get any more relaxed than that. And that's going to help my guests kind of prepare for sleep, relax, and get a good night's sleep. You know what it's like sleeping in a bed that's not yours. Sometimes it's a little uncomfortable. Okay, a couple other things. I do like to have some bath salts so that if they need, like if they've been out working or being very active and their muscles are sore, a little Epsom salt bath. Of course, sunscreen. The most frequently forgotten item when you're coming to a sunny state is sunscreen. And so I like to have sunscreen on hand for my guests, and then also a beach towel. They oftentimes, my guests forget, hey, we live so close to the beach, they forget their beach towel. A lot of times they'll ask to take the bath towels, but if I have a beach towel there, like a little beach basket with water, some sunscreen, and a beach towel, then they feel a lot more comfortable just picking up and, taking a short jaunt down to our beautiful sugar white snow sand beaches. Our beaches here are quartz, and our water is crystal clear emerald blue, so we're called the Emerald Coast, and of course that's so enticing. A lot of people want to go down to the beach. Okay, a couple other things that I want to mention. I like to have a little curling iron device, a hair dryer. just for the ladies that visit that need, they forgot their curling iron. It's windy here a lot of the times. The humidity does not help hair. So a little extra curl never hurt. For the gentlemen, I like to have a little hair balm, pomade, just so that, they can keep their hairstyle despite the wind. And also a little sewing kit. Again, here's a little Q-tips and cotton ball, a little emery board, and some hand sanitizer. So and then just put things in a little decorative, so it gives it a little, it's an uplift. Okay, couple other things that you can include. You may want to include some sort of a charging station. Of course, we're all device oriented, so they want to be able to charge their devices. So you may want to have like a multi-layer charging station so they can charge their watches, their phones, and their headphones or earbuds. So I find that helpful. You can pick these up at like a TJ Maxx. You just plug them in, and then they can plug in multiple devices. That's helpful. I also like to have, I'm all about relaxation. So I like to have a nice little aromatherapy. And this one plugs right into the charging station, a USB. And I have several essential oils here. They're going to help my guests relax. Okay. Oftentimes, I like to have scriptures or a more up-to-date novel or nonfiction book, maybe what's on the New York Times bestseller. But I often like to just keep a set of scriptures for whatever religious beliefs my guests may, their belief system. But I keep 2 or 3 different types of religious texts so that those people who really feel like they need to integrate that into their visit, they have that option. Magazines, some current magazines, just so that they can sit kind of upstairs, wind down, take a little quiet time, have a cup of tea. And I have tea and a little cup. I have a coffee maker up there so they can make a cup of tea, cup of coffee. They can just take a little time to themselves. That way they don't feel like they have to constantly be on the go, that they have a place, a little sanctuary where they can decompress. Another thing that I want to mention is people like me, I have to sleep with a fan. I just have to have the air circulation while I'm sleeping. So I have this little personal fan. That way if my guests sleep with a fan, then they have that option as well. Couple other things, you may want to have charging cords if you need a charging cord. If you don't have a charging outlet, have a couple of charging cords and at least some USB plugs. And then I always keep an extension cord. That way if they need to use the hair dryer or they need to plug in their devices and their cords aren't long enough, they do have an extension cord. And then lastly, and this is by no means a comprehensive list, I have bathrobes, I have slippers, anything that you would feel comfortable with if you were traveling to somebody else's home, that you would just feel like, they went the extra mile to make me feel comfortable here, so that you're less likely to feel like you're bothering your host or hostess by having to ask for, hey, do you have an extra toothbrush, or I forgot my shampoo, or could we get a bottled water, that kind of thing. That way your guests are going to feel a lot more relaxed. You're going to feel a lot more relaxed. Here's another little thing. This is a little uplifting book on coloring and quotes. This is kind of fun, so you can just leave some markers. I have all my little markers here. You can put them on with this little coloring book. Something to do just if your guest is just needing to maybe doodle a little bit or just kind of relax, maybe find a little inspiration. These are they're very inexpensive. Look, this one was $3. I paid $3 for it. And then it just gives it's anti-stress, it's uplifting, it gives your guests a place to write some notes, jot down some ideas. Maybe they get an inspiration for writing a book, or maybe they have a business meeting and they need to remember some things, or maybe they just want to hear a few uplifting words. So that's just another option that I like to include in my guest basket. Okay, I think that's about all that I have. Put in the comments below some things that you add to your guest basket, or for things that you can think of, maybe regionally, like if you live in the mountains, something that you may need there, whereas here by the beach, we need beach towels and sunscreen for sure. Okay, that is our little goal for today. I hope this helps. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and hit that notification bell on the YouTube channel so that you know when I'm posting new content. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate helping get these messages out to others so that we can help them enhance their happiness and transform their life. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, I wish you health, happiness, and harmony. I hope these videos are helping to enhance your happiness and transform your life. If you like the content that I create, would you please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell in order to not miss a video. We'll be posting every day these inspirational, motivational videos in order to keep us focused on enhancing our happiness and transforming our life. I appreciate your help in getting these videos out to more people by interacting. Please leave a comment. I love to hear your feedback. I love to know that some of these videos are helping you in your transformational process. This is the Organizer Advisor. I'm so grateful for your presence here, and I thank each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.